First of all, I'd like to thank my sponsors for setting this show up for me. D&D Bait and JB. Hang on for a second. Sorry about that. JB Handy Pro Services LLC. Appreciate you guys sponsoring my show today. Once again, this is full broadcast 24/7 sports news. I do live interviews, media coverage, boxing, IKF kickboxing, Muay Thai, you name it, MMA. BKFC is going to be my main goal, to be interviewing a lot of fighters. So I'll be waiting for a few people to get on. So all right, let's see what's going to happen. If anybody likes to be on my show, just send me a message and I'll send you a link. Be glad to have you on my show today. So Chase Sherman, UFC tonight, winning his fight, TKO, second round. Congratulations to Chase Sherman. Keep up the good work, man. All right, see what we got here. All right, here we go. Hey, man, what's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Joshua? You there, Joshua?
What's up?
All right, hang on. How you doing, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How you doing today? I got Cruz. How you doing? I got Cruz on my show too.
Let me figure this out.
How you guys doing today? Oh, man, hang on for a second. I can't. Can you hear me at all, Joshua? Can you hear me, Cruz?
Yes.
I'm trying to figure this out, man. Give me one.
I think Joshua is having some problems. I don't think he can hear me very well. And hang on for a second.
Yeah.
Been having problems getting multiple people on my show. All right, let's try this now.
Dang.
All right, can you hear me, Cruz?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. For some reason, I guess Joshua was having problems with his mic or something.
It was cool. We could wait. I mean,
That's one of your teammates right there.
yeah, he is. He is.
So tell me what you thought about that fight today with Chase Sherman, if you watched it.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the ending of it. It was pretty cool. I mean, they're heavyweights, so they're kind of tired. A little slow for my taste, but that's heavyweights for you. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let me see if I get Joshua back on here.
Yeah.
How's your day going so far? Did you do any training today?
No. Today's a day off. Tomorrow. There he is.
Here's Joshua.
Come on, Josh, get it together.
What's up, man? The The hearing on here is not too well for some reason on my
Right,
end.
right, right. It's cool. It's cool.
All right.
I'm trying to connect my earbuds, but for some reason it's not working too well.
Yeah, mine's either. Mine's either. Mine's either.
Let me look. I can't really hear you guys, and I'm really wanting to be Do you have any earbuds over here?
Can you hear us now?
Anyways, I guess we'll just do what we can with the best we can, right?
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
All right, Joshua.
Is your earbuds working?
No, not mine.
See, I had mine on too. I don't know. What's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
with y'all?
All good, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dealing with this coronavirus. I mean, I'm blessed that I co-own my gym, so I could always train on and off. But I know some of you guys don't have it like that, so it must be even harder for you guys.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
All right,
I can hear
Josh.
y'all.
All right, Joshua.
Hold
Tell
on,
me a
I
little.
just want to go.
All right, tell me a little bit about what's going on with you, Joshua. You got any fights coming up? How's your training going right now,
Who you talking about? Me?
yeah,
Joshua? Yeah.
Oh man. I don't have no fights on the books yet, but still training, hitting the bags, running, staying in shape. You
got to.
know, unfortunately, the gym's been closed now for quite some time to get in and do some real training, and
Sucks, man.
so I'm just having to do my own thing. But I've done my own thing for several years, and it's
Yeah,
not really a setback.
like
So, how's it gonna feel to be in bare knuckle fighting with your teammates with CNC management?
Hey man, look, we got a great team, and
lot of love, lot of love.
I just can't wait. I mean, I'm like super stoked about it. Carlos has just been going above and beyond, getting tons of people, tons of good fighters booked,
Right.
and he's getting them ready.
Yeah.
When everything opens back up, there's no doubt about it. There's going to be, 3 or 4 guys on every event, and I'm looking forward to it. Not just for myself, but for our team.
So, what kind of training you doing? This is to Joshua. What kind of training are you doing right now? Why I know you're working full time right now. So, how do you schedule to get your training done?
Um, just in the evenings, I sweat a lot in the evenings. I jog in the morning and just sweat a lot in the evenings. Just training, hitting the bags. I've been down and out for a couple of days now. I'm just kind of getting over a little sickness that I've had. No COVID-19 symptoms, just belly stuff. But prior to that, we were blowing and going, just making it happen.
Yeah.
So, Cruz, last night I forgot to ask you. When did you come up with that nickname, Tiger? Who gave you that name?
My father, my father. When I was a kid, I started fighting. Well, he started training me. I was 6 years old because he himself was a veteran. He learned martial arts in the army. And at 6 years old, born and raised in the Bronx, he was like, "Listen, you have to learn how to fight. Daddy can't be there forever." So, and he called me Tony the Tiger because I was always hyperactive, always messing around, causing trouble. So he nicknamed Tony the Tiger. Later on, I changed to Anthony the Tiger, and that's how it came about.
All right, Joshua. What kind of nickname do you have? What do they call you?
They call me the Cajun Crippler. That's been you know, through through MMA. That's really where it started at. My coach gave it to me, because I'm straight up Cajun as it gets with the last name Boudreaux. So that's where it was, man. That's where it started. Probably 12 years ago or so, 12, 15 years ago.
So, what was the aspiration like when you started? When did you start fighting? This is for Joshua. I'm sorry. When did you start fighting?
Yeah, so I was poor growing up and got bullied a lot. Being a small, poor kid, uh, going to Ocean Springs, and Ocean Springs is a really higher end city, and so 13, I started training in boxing. I would jog down to the gym, and my mom couldn't afford it, but one of my coaches, man, he just kind of took me underneath his wing. Started fighting amateur boxing at 15, and just worked my way up. Fought for Golden Gloves 4
Nice,
times, won national Golden Gloves once, and actually fought on the Junior Olympics when I was 17. So that's where it started at right there.
nice.
So I know you live in Mississippi, correct? And Cruz is in New York.
I'm in
Yup.
Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, but I'm from New York.
Okay, so but both with your management team get you guys together to train as one whole team sometime, or you guys gonna be doing this separately?
Oh yeah, we've been talking about coming up there to Tigers gym and training,
That's right.
and
All welcome.
we gonna make that happen here very soon,
Oh yeah,
actually.
oh yeah. I'm the
So I got
officially, I'm the officially only one to teach on the Hensel Gracie in Ohio. So you guys are all welcome.
That's what's up. I can't wait.
so I know you guys been watching Facebook today with Carlos. Did you see the girls you got on your team now?
Oh
You
yeah,
guys
oh
gonna
yeah.
have a bad.
Oh, I think right now in bare knuckle, not UFC. I think in bare knuckle right now we got the biggest team right now in bare knuckle. I don't think bare knuckle anybody has a bigger team than us right now. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody from wrestler, boxer, kickboxer, MMA guys, but all together. You know what I'm saying? Girls, guys. I don't think nobody right now in bare knuckle got a team like us. You know what I'm saying? So
No, no,
Carlos
nobody
really
does.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Carlos really doing it. You
hands
know what I'm
down,
saying?
nobody does. No doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt about that.
Carlos really doing it. Yep, yep. I believe that very much.
So Cruz, I asked you this question last night. So Joshua, when you started this fight as younger and when you were getting bullied and stuff, what was it like to grow up and get where you're at right now?
I've been through a lot. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm walking through. Got to plug my phone up. Been through a lot of challenges for sure. Like I've always said, I've always been an underdog my whole life, outside the ring and in the ring. I have fought my whole life. I mean, my whole life has just been a fight, and that's no lie. Still to this day, it still is a fight. Every day, and and I'm blessed by it. I couldn't ask for anything better. Because that old saying, "Never give up the good fight,"
That's right.
and that's life. That's my life. And that's just how it is.
Good motto.
So as you guys are waiting to find out who you're gonna fight in the future, what's your goals from now until you step in that ring? What's gonna be the
Hold
main
on,
goal for
guys.
you
You're gonna
guys?
have to, you're gonna have to get on cruise on that question. I'm kind of moving around to get better service. I apologize. What was you saying now?
All right, so this for you and Cruz. So as you guys are getting prepared, you don't know who you're fighting. I know you guys are already prepared to fight. What's your main goal from now until you step in that ring?
Hey, my main goal is just trying to get better, with day to day life as a person and a fighter, as a father, a husband. Uh, Fighting is just something. When you're a fighter, it's a spirit. It's in you. It just never goes away.
That's
People
right.
always think that it's something that dies. And at 37 years old, fixing to be 38, I didn't fight for almost 10 years, but it just never went away. I stayed in shape. I jogged. I did what I needed to do just because I had believed that one day I was going to get back in the ring. And sure enough, I've had some of the biggest opportunity in my life come way later on in life. And, it's just a perfect example for anyone, just don't give up,
That's right. That's right.
How about you, Cruz?
Well, I always train. I've been doing this. I was 6 years old. I always, if I'm not training myself for a fight, I'm training other guys. I've been with Team Hansel Gracie for 20 plus years. On the guidance of Hansel Gracie, Professor John Donaher, training with Frankie Edgar, GSP, Tafeko Natal. So for years, I've been training with all these guys, whether I was competition or not. I always train because I'm a pure martial artist. I don't need a fight to set up a fight for a reason for me to train hard. I'm always training. I go to different gyms around the city. Everybody in New York knows me. Whether in Brooklyn, Queens, all those guys, they always invite me with open arms. And one day I go one gym, one day I go boxing, one day I go kickboxing, one day I do MMA, one day I go to Hansel Gracie do jiu-jitsu with all the top guys. So I've been lucky that I've been in New York, and I know all the top guys from New York. Coming up with Ray Longo, Luis Negla, who everybody knows. If you're from New York, they're the biggest promoter in New York. Jonas Nunez, Michael Corleone, who's a boxing gym in Long Island. Uh, Luis Ruiz, who's a three-time world champion in kickboxing, also has his own MMA organization called Golden MMA in New York. So for years, I trained on Morris Park Boxing Club in the Bronx with Louis Resto. I trained with Superman Aaron Davis, who's a former heavyweight world boxing champion. He has his own gym in the Bronx. For many years, I trained in boxing under him. So I move around. I never sit around and say, you know what, I'm not fighting. Let me quit training. Training is always in me because I always look myself as a role model. How can I train you and make you better if I'm not better myself? So I got to be a role model.
So I noticed, Joshua, you said you were going to try to open a gym here soon. Not soon, but when you get a chance. How's it going to feel to be able to start training the young kids and train them where you're at, what you're doing?
I honestly, in my heart, feel like I would always be a better coacher than a better fighter, and I don't know. I think I have a lot to offer. A lot of good knowledge. And again, I coached baseball with my son for 7 8 years, and I just loved it. I loved coaching, and one day that is really all the hopes and what the outcome of being a fighter. You really want to sit back one day and coach and just watch the uprising of some younger kids. And
Yep.
yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. It'd be a great dream for that to happen, and kind of put the icing on the cake. My son's 15 years old right now, and he is just all about it. He's just boxing MMA. He wants it so bad, but 15, and teenagers, you gotta like stick it to them a little bit sometimes, but that's all he can talk about right now. And that would just complete my life, just for him to like really take it serious and do something amazing with it.
Yeah, it's like I used to be a wrestling coach, and I did wrestling for 7 years before I retired because I had a real serious knee injury. So it's a tough sport, and you just got to learn to deal with the pain. So being a coach is the most important thing for the kids. Just like Cruz, I'm not sure if you have a gym or not.
I do.
Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, because I mean, you can be a fighter forever. You know what I'm saying? So sooner or later, you got to quit fighting, and the next best thing for that, and to stay in the game, is coaching. Whether you're teaching, your coach, your manager, whatever, and pass the knowledge. Because a lot of guys out there, don't come with a big background in fighting. They just become a trainer, but with no experience. You know what I'm saying? How can you teach somebody how to fight? I know you love the sport and you're a big fan, but you gotta have the experience and the knowledge too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not anybody could throw a punch. You know, so we need guys like me and Josh. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Pass down knowledge. That's valuable. That's very valuable. No, it's not just that you talk the talk, but you walk the walk too. You know, that's something that not everybody can take away from you. You know, and now more than ever, we need that. You know, we need people that especially kids, to look up to. When I was growing up, I had my father to look up to. I had Muhammad Ali to look up to. I had Bruce Lee to look up to. And these are the guys that I look up to. Be like, you know what? If I gotta be good, I gotta be just as good as these guys. You know what I'm saying? And so you need people to look up to. Period. You know.
While I'm watching the screen here, you can look your management. Carlos is typing in all the names you guys got on your team right now.
Nice.
You guys got a handful.
Oh man, I tell you, no, I think bare knuckle. You know, we gotta hit them up, Josh. You know, say, listen, I don't think nobody there has a bigger team than we are, and we're gonna make some noise.
Hey, hey, I'm telling y'all what, when this opens up, y'all gonna see our team on BKFC. Y'all gonna see us boxing. Y'all gonna see us all over the place
No, no,
because,
it's funny.
hey,
It's funny because I told Carlos in the beginning I was not doing bare knuckle. I'm like, you know what? I was ready. I was getting ready for kickboxing show in Long Island. That a Corleone hooked me up, and I was talking to Louis Ruiz, who went into my MMA, and they were telling Cruz, just get ready. By April, we'll let you know. There's a lot of shit going on in New York. I'll let you know, and if something could open up, I'll let you know. So okay, so I was already open up for MMA and kickboxing. And then Bell Knuckle came around. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. My management was like, are you crazy? And then I thought about it. I'm like, no, man, I want to do it for real.
yeah, hey, you
You
gotta,
know,
hey,
I mean,
hey, bare knuckles a whole new world. I tell you what,
it
it's
is.
different than any other combat sport.
And
No doubt
I agree.
about it.
You know, I could talk for I could only talk for myself. I've done point karate for many years under Jerry Fast Feet Fontanes from New York, who's a multiple time karate champion. I did that with him. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. I'm the Grandmaster Tiger Kim. In '95, I captured the Fukan Taekwondo Championships. Okay, so I got that experience. And then I did kickboxing with Luis Ruiz, Mike Corleone, and Jonas Nunez. I got 3 belts under my name. And I turned pro, and then I'm doing MMA now under Hansel Gracie and Professor John Danaher. And now I'm doing bare knuckle. I don't think nobody can say they got a little bit of everything, like that. you know?
You
Hey,
got your hands full, man.
can y'all hear my
Hey, I
kids
like
running
fighting. I
around in the
like
house?
fighting.
Can y'all hear all the ruckus in my house? Can y'all hear it?
I like fighting. You know what I'm saying? I like fighting. And for me, it's a
Hey, before I
challenge.
get
I've done boxing, but not competitive boxing. So to me, to do bare knuckle, it's like a big step. I trained with a lot of boxers. When I was going to the Morris Park Boxing Club in the Bronx, Lewis would take me there to spar with real boxers. Because the only way you get good with your hands is to do real boxing, not watered down kickboxing. You see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So he will take me to a real boxing gym in Morris Park Boxing Gym with Louis Resto. We were the only 2 kickboxers in that gym. Boxers and kickboxers didn't like each other. We looked at each other like, oh, whatever. When they saw us spar and kick the hell out of each other, like, man, these guys are crazy.
Oh yeah.
There was much love after that. They welcome us with open arms.
Yeah,
hey,
you gotta spar hard to fight hard. That's for sure.
Yeah. I remember the first day I met Luis Resto because I knew him from his fights and being the Bronx. Everybody knew who he was, a pro boxer. He's a trainer in that area. The Cruz, you gonna spar with him? Like, oh shit, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. So I spar with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a boxer. I'm a kickboxer slash martial artist. And we did a couple of rounds. After that, I was like, Cruz, man, you did good. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, thank God, you didn't try to prove yourself. A lot of guys come to the gym and try outdo me, and I end up knocking them out because they think that because I'm retired, they think they could make a name for themselves. I end up knocking them out, but you didn't do that. I'm like, I don't need to do that because I'm not a boxer. I don't need to try to make my name by hitting you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to learn, bro. After that, it was much love. I was welcome all the time.
Quick question, real quick, before I go to something else. Cruz, Tyson, or Briggs?
Tyson, Shannon Briggs, Tyson, hands down.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you what, Tyson is a for real fighter, and he
You,
just
you didn't
because
see his
he's old.
videos? Even when he's not training, you see his videos. Even when he's not training, he still got his speed. He still got his moves, and that's what him without even training. Imagine when he does get back to training, he's a natural beast. I mean,
That's it.
boxing. Yeah, I mean, he even after all these years without training boxing, he still has boxing in him. Nah, man, I would not mess with that. I would not mess with that.
Yeah, nah. I don't know though. I'm just saying Tyson punch hard, but so does Briggs.
Right?
Bare knuckles totally different. Again, like I'm
It
telling you,
is.
man,
It
these two
is.
guys
It
might
is.
get in
It
the
is.
ring, and we're
It
thinking
is.
somebody's gonna get knocked out in 15
It is.
seconds, but it might
It
really
is.
be
True.
a sleep fest because nobody wants to get hit with them bare knuckles. I'm trying to tell
No,
you
they
right
don't.
now.
They don't.
It's
They don't.
it's a whole
They
new
don't.
game, guys. Bare knuckle is it when it comes to combat
Yeah.
sports, no doubt.
See, I'm one of those. I'm one of those fighters that I'm willing to trade for me to counter you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of those guys that I stay in the pocket. I don't like to hit and back off. No, I like to hit and stay in the pocket.
That's
And because I know that if you hit me, after that I'll hit you 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Something's gonna land. Eventually, something's gonna land. As an amateur, I have 25 fights, only 4 losses, 18 by knockout. All those 18 by knockouts under 2 rounds. So, and those were 10-ounce gloves. Okay. So if I'm going to knock out people 18 times under 2 rounds with 10-ounce gloves, MMA gloves, belt knuckle, that'll
Oh
be
yeah, you
straight.
hitting hard. That's that,
Oh
no
yeah. Oh yeah.
doubt.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, Josh, in bare knuckle, you never know. You can make a one mistake, and there you go.
Oh, I
you know,
All
know.
right.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Because
have a
you could take some punches with a glove. You know what I'm saying? And it won't be so hard. But bare knuckle, woo, that's a whole different world.
Man, let me tell you, I've got hit a liver shot, kidney shot 1,000 times.
Right,
Never really phased me, but in my last
right.
fight, boy, I got one with that bare knuckle, and that was it. I'm telling you, it's a
Yeah,
whole new world, a whole new
yeah,
world.
yeah.
so
My last kickboxing fight was in Toledo, Ohio, and it was they invited different schools around Ohio. A lot of guys came from Michigan, Central Ohio, whatever. And last minute, like it always happens, they all cruise. Mind you, I was 170 at that time. It's a cruise. You guys didn't come, but we got this guy to fight you. I was like, yeah, fuck, I'll fight him. The dude was 260. Okay,
whoa.
170. He was 260, and I'm like, yeah, I'll fight him. My girlfriend at the time was like, Anthony, he's 260. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Or my cousin David Rivera, who's a fighter also, he's 250. My cousin Rafael the Dragon Lopez, also a fighter, he's 230. I'm like, I'm used to fighting big guys. Luis Ruiz, heavyweight. I'm used to sparring with him. No problem. I got him. Every 5 minutes, she was like, Anthony, 260. I'm like, I got him. Guess what? Let me tell you something. When the bell rang, he punched me so hard. I was in the middle of the ring, right? He punched me so hard. Somehow I ended up in the ropes. I didn't even know how I got there. Okay. I survived. I survived the first round. One of my students told Chris, I said, Anthony, wake up. This is a fight. I'm like, you're right. What the hell I'm doing? I took the fight to him. I always known to take a shot. I never been knocked out my whole career, so I know I'm not scared to take a clean shot. After the first round, I was like, you know what? It's go time. We started fighting, and once I saw that his nose was bleeding, that somehow my punch was doing some effects on him, I'm like, I got you. And I saw that he was breathing heavy, which I was still fresh. I'm like, you know what? Body. So every time I was faking to the head, body. Faking to the head, body. Oh my God. Third round, TKO. You know what I'm saying? The guy was 80 pounds over me, and I still take TKO him in the third round. And that was my last kickboxing fight.
Hey, that was smart. You knew what you needed to do, and there's a
Yeah,
difference. There's a
yeah,
difference in being a brawler, and then
right.
there's a technical person actually thinks and knows what they got to do in order
Well,
to win. You know,
Lewis Ruiz,
and
Lewis
BKFC,
Ruiz.
hey, in BKFC, you got to be at all. You got to know what you
You
got to
got
do to
to,
win, but at the
you
same
got
time,
to.
you got to go out there and just you got to throw them hands. You know.
Right, right, right. I'm not afraid to take a. A lot of these guys, and you see it, they're kind of hesitant because they're afraid to take a hit in the face, especially bare knuckle. I stay in the pocket. I'm willing to trade with you because I got confidence on my skills. Because you might hit me, but behind that hit, it's gonna be one, two, and three, and four. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
something's gonna land eventually. You know what I'm saying? So let the best man wins.
Hey,
So
Cody.
I have a
I'm on
question
the show.
from
You
one of
want to
your
say hey?
fans, coaches. Carlo wants to know how you met. How did you meet him?
Who, me or
That
Josh?
I think that's for you, Cruz, and
Hey. Okay. Come sit on.
Well, it's a funny story how I met him because he used to live in Gun Hill and White Plains. If you know Gun Hill and White Plains in the Bronx, that's little Jamaica. It's really it's a Jamaica. It's very dominant Jamaican neighborhood. My cousin Rafi, he's half Italian, half Puerto Rican. He took more on the Italian side. 6 feet tall, white boy, dirty blonde hair, blue eyes. He always was getting in with the Jamaicans because being white guy in a Jamaican neighborhood, always getting into fights. You know what I'm saying? And we always brought him with the
Oh,
Jamaicans
I'm
almost every
Spider-Man.
day.
What?
And he
Nice
comes
to meet
Carlos, he
you.
came every day,
Oh,
and we became friends. And we had a little crew, and it was like us versus them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we knew each other.
we got Spider Man in the house.
Yeah, my 4-year-old, my 5-year-old wanted to come jump on the podcast and let
Nice.
us know that Spider-Man supporting the BKFC and
There
CNC
you
management.
go. Superheroes,
That's
man.
good.
We need them all.
All right, Joshua. What weight division are you fighting? Are you going to be fighting?
I fought at 150 and for my first fight with Adam Palorano, and he was just so much bigger than me. And like, look, when you come in a bare knuckle, MMA to me, you can fight a bigger guy, and none of that really matters. But when you're in bare knuckle, it's best to kind of find your natural weight class to find out where you are, so you can actually match each other's strength and
That's right.
reach, and and I don't think I'm gonna fight that heavy anymore. I don't need to, I fought at 135 last time, and I felt great. My stamina was there. I felt more comfortable and more confident. So I'm gonna stick at 135. But if an offer comes around and it's the right fight and the right matchup, I'll fight at 145. So either way, I'd
Yeah.
like to be at 135, but if I get offered a fight at 145, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. Just concentrate on your strength and your endurance, man. You'll be all right. You know what I mean?
That's it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when I started fighting, I was 150, and I gained all the way to 185 because Louis Ruiz was like, Anthony, for your height, 150, you too small, you too big for 150. Gain some weight. So I was winning every division: 150, 155, 165, 175, 185 in kickboxing, and still not. But in MMA, 185, these guys are huge.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, they
you know
are.
what I'm saying? So when I started doing MMA, I'm only 5'9", man. You know what I'm saying? These guys 185 were like 6'1", 6'2", 6'5", and they're coming down from a heavyweight class to make
Oh, yeah.
185. I was
Definitely.
like, hell no, I'm not getting killed by these guys. So I went down
Yeah.
to 170.
Nah,
I
because,
was like, hell no.
you know, real fighters, true fighters that do this on a daily basis, they're losing 20, 30 pounds to fight,
Right,
you know?
right,
And that's
right.
the truth. I'm not
Yeah,
losing that much weight, you know.
yeah.
I'm walking around at almost 150, 148, 150. So I'd like to get down to 135. To me that's
That's
natural
good.
weight class for
Yeah,
me. Where
yeah,
you gonna where
yeah.
you gonna try fighting at, Anthony? You gonna fight at 185 bare knuckle or
No, 170.
no? Good. You gonna come
Don't
down
170.
ask.
like 165,
Yeah,
something
Don't ask.
175?
no, 170. Below
One
170, I don't go below 170. You know,
170.
there was one time
225.
there was one time when I was the champion, and they're supposed to be the fight supposed to be the guy supposed to be fighting me, okay, on my weight class. Last minute, a week before the fight to Cruz, you gotta lose weight. I'm like, wait a minute, let me lose weight. You're supposed to be on my weight class. No, because in New York back in the day it was like that. There was a lot of favoritism and shit like that going on. In 1 week, I had to lose 15 pounds. I was taking water pills, doing a lot of cardio, eating like a bird. Back then, the weigh-ins was the same day of the fights. I missed the
Oh.
weigh by 2 pounds. They told me that's not enough. I had to go to the parking lot. But I bought a sweatsuit in the parking lot, ran for 20, 30 minutes to make weight, came back, lost 1 pound. They told me that's not enough. I said, you know what? No, you know what? Screw it. I'm not doing it. So when they saw I was struggling for the weight, they said, you know what? Fine. Okay, it's okay. Guess what? For 5 rounds, do kick my ass. No problem. After that, I asked for a rematch. I said, listen, you know that's not my weight class. I want a rematch. To this day, I heard nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was two fights. It was like that. They tried to trick me and losing weight fast in the last minute, and they won. They kicked my ass, and back to back. I even named them on Facebook and everything. And the coach was like, "Cruz, don't do that. That's very unprofessional." I said, "No, no. Oh, so it's unprofessional. It's professional for them to call me last minute to lose weight, but I can call them out for them to fight me in my weight class. That's messed up. You know what I'm saying? So whatever.
Yeah, it won't happen.
So,
Yeah,
so from UFC or MMA, bare knuckle, are the conditioning weights like a certain weight you have to be to fight in a bare knuckle? Is there like a weight limit? I'm not familiar with all that yet. So,
yeah. It's like the UFC. It's like the UFC, the UFC or boxing, kickboxing. There's a for there's a weight limit. I think they allow 2 pounds over the weight limit. You know what I'm saying? If both camps agree, but not more than that. You know what I'm saying?
There's
all right.
there's there's the future champ right there.
Oh yeah.
There he is. There's the
All
15-year-old
right.
I was telling you about.
There you go. Bring it.
So, Joshua, I know you with your ability to fight BKFC. What's your goal?
Hold
Like,
on a second. Hold on. Hey, shut that door.
hey, Cruz.
Sorry,
Oh, talk
dog's
to you.
barking. Now,
Yeah.
what was that?
So, Cruz. So, why you keep wearing a Yankees hat, man? I'm just curious.
Because I'm a Yankees fan. What do you want me to wear?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm from the Bronx. I'm from New York. That's my team.
I'm a
Bet you
Braves
he.
fan, so hey,
Yeah, there we go.
hey, James, what
Shot,
what was that question that you
shot.
asked me a second ago?
Uh, let me take. Okay, so your goal. You haven't got a first fight yet at BKFC, right?
Who, me? Yeah, I fought in BKFC already.
Okay, so from to your next fight, what is going to be your main goal to get that guy and get your first win? I mean, get in
Yeah,
there and just
it's.
get.
I mean, honestly, it's all about conditioning. Like my skills are there when it comes to boxing and standing. I got a good ring IQ and I've got really good hands. Uh, but it's all about conditioning. You know,
So that's it.
when you're in there in that ring, it's a completely different life. I mean, it's like a switch flips.
Yep.
And some people got that killer instinct, And some people just got that fighter's instinct, and you got to kind of learn how to get both of them in the ring at the same time. And that's
And
just,
control it. And control it.
So, have you two heard of Tony Lopez?
what's that?
Have either of you heard of Tony Lopez?
Of course.
Nope. Not
Of
me.
course.
You haven't heard of Tony Lopez?
Nope. Sounds
Hey,
familiar.
hey,
I gotta see
he's
his.
not
I
a
gotta see his
huge
face.
fan yet, but we're breaking him in really good.
You got you better learn about Tony Lopez, man. I met him. He does a lot of MMA, bare knuckle fighting. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's a
Look him
monster.
up. He's trying to. I'm trying to see if he can get a hookup fight with Shannon Briggs.
That would be a good one. That I would honestly, personally, I think that would be more of an entertaining fight than Briggs and Tyson. I'm just being honest with you. You know, I'm not going to mention any fights by name, but we've had some BKFC fights that we were thinking were going to be explosive fireworks, and then it was just like, man, what
Right.
happened with this fight?
Right.
And,
Right.
and I just think that Briggs and Tyson fight would probably wind up being something similar. You know what I mean?
That's a waste of money right there, Mike Tyson and Briggs. Because I think Mike Tyson would just take him in the first round. That's my opinion.
I mean, I'm with you. I mean, hey, if you can get the guys to actually come at each other and not be freaked out by bare fists flying at each other, knowing you can break their fist or break their
Right.
skull with one hit.
It's different.
I mean, I would definitely
It's
take
different.
Mike Tyson, no doubt about it. But it's a mental thing when you're doing this whole bare knuckle.
Right?
It's different.
That's why they call him Iron
Yeah.
Mike.
You,
So,
you,
I mean,
you see a lot of guys who come from a MMA or boxing background, and when they end up in bare knuckle, you see they don't fight the same way in bare knuckle as they were doing it MMA or
mhm,
boxing because they're
right?
afraid to get hit with bare hands. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different mindset, a whole different ball game. All of a sudden, they don't want to get hit. They play too much defense. You know, they're too careful with it because they don't want to get hit. It's a whole different animal. You know.
Yeah. And then you got somebody that hits so hard like them, they're scared they're gonna break their hand, and which they
Right.
probably will. I mean, there's
Right.
you know,
Right.
uh, injuries are easily to do. You can break your hand just training. Even in
Yeah.
boxing,
Yeah.
some you get
Right.
to hit with bare knuckles, and you start stinging someone's head one time. I mean, you feel
That's
it.
right. That's right. That's right. But when you see it all the time in boxing and MMA, even with all that rap, they still break their hands. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? So
Yeah.
even with wrapping your hands, you still break your hands or get hands injury. Imagine bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys don't condition their knuckles at all. You know what I'm saying? If anything, they babysit their knuckles. You know what I'm saying? They don't hit hard surface or do knuckle push up or stuff like that to condition their hands at all. You know, they rely on the hand wrapping, and even with that, instead of boxers, they break their hands or have hand injuries, and it takes a long time to heal. You know.
Right. So, I'm not sure how much time you guys got left, but is anything else you'd like to say, Joshua, or to anybody? Or
Yeah, look, I just want to send a shout out to the whole Fight Me team. Everybody, we getting ready to do some big things. Carlos, he's on top of it. He is like the most amazing person. He's a dear friend of mine. He's always calling just to say hello, checking up on me.
Very
And
rare.
this whole Fight Me team, we're coming. BKFC, MMA, boxing, we're coming.
Whatever.
I think a lot
Yeah,
of
we
us
on
is
it.
fixing to focus on BKFC because this is definitely a whole family. Like I've gotten to experience it twice, and it's just while you're at the hotels, your opponents at the weigh-in, everybody's just so just like hanging out, chilling, sharing stories. It's amazing, and like the whole staff, it's amazing. It is definitely like one of the best feelings and biggest opportunities for some of these people, including myself, that we've ever had. And it's amazing. It's a journey, and I'm just great to be part of it. And I can't wait to meet all these teammates here, and we're all going to meet up someday, one day, whether it's on a fight card, training, something's going to happen. And God's in control, and He's got the plans. That's it.
That's it.
All right, so Cruz, what about you, buddy?
Well, I like to think, my management, Rachel Bar management, Team Hansel Gracie, to this day, they always supporting me. And of course, Carlo, CNC management, what I'm saying? I mean, give me opportunity to do this, is something different. In the beginning, it's funny. In the beginning, I was not into it. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. But I'm like, it's new. The sport's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like Josh said, everybody treats each other with respect. Everybody's like a big family, the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? Because fighters, you got the promoters, you got the managers, you got the matchmakers. But the fighter is what make the sport. You gotta take care of the fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you take care of the fighters, guess what? The more we like to be there, the more we're gonna bring it better. You know what I'm saying? The more you
Damn
take care
right.
of us, the
Yeah.
more you take care of us, the more reason we be there for the sport too and give it 110%. I'm not gonna mention all the other organizations, but you know who the ones that don't take care of their fighters or not as much it's a whole circus act. You calling people. It's okay to call people out, but be respectful because in the end of the day, you're a professional fighter. You're not a street fighter. You're not a brawler. Okay, you belong under a professional management. So to call out people and curse at them, call them names. Listen, in the end of the day, we athletes. We're not street fighters. We're not go to war and kill each other. It has to be a mutual respect, whether you like the guy or not. You know what I'm saying? So I like that about bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody respects each other. And you see it. Everybody come
Live
from different
free.
backgrounds, whether it was wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, MMA, which is rare. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to be part of it. I'm glad whether as a fighter now, maybe in the future as a coach, and have my gym also have athletes who come into my gym and get ready for bare knuckle. I'm more willing to be open for that. And so for me, just like Josh said, it's a new journey, new opportunity, and I'm gonna ride it until the way rides out. But I thank everybody for it, man. I like all my teammates, man. They show me some love, what I'm saying, which is very rare to see that. You see a lot of guys that never see each other face to face. They like ignore each other or they diss each other or don't support each other. Listen, every time they put a picture on it or something, I like it. I comment it. Like I talk to them like I already know them. You know what I'm saying? That's rare. And they do the same thing back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the love that you should be having with each other, whether you know each other or don't. Listen, you need to know somebody to respect somebody. Respect him. He's a fighter. He's an athlete. He's trying to do something with his life. We support it. I mean, you support him, he's gonna support you, and that's what the team is all about.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
I appreciate
Much
you guys
love,
being on.
everyone.
Much
Jay,
love, man. Much
So
love.
hey, Shook, love you guys. Carlos, love you guys. I'm out. Tiger, I'll see you later. James, thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
having me, man. I can't wait to continue this little journey and partnership me and you got, brother. I'm here and love you guys. I'm out.
Thank you. Thank you. Same here, buddy.
Fight
thank you,
me.
man.
Fight me.
You there, Cruz?
Yep.
All right. Before I get you off here, I want to thank you and CNC Management for being on my show and supporting me. It's so much blessing from you guys. Hopefully, I continue doing more interviews with you guys, your whole team. I got a bunch more interviews with the rest of your team next week, a couple weeks. So,
Nice. Nice. Well, thank you for opportunity, my brother. You're part of the family. You're there. Thanks for opportunity, and giving us a platform to expose ourselves and people know who we are. And like I told Josh, whether I'm doing the fighting or coaching or later on managing with Carlos, I'm gonna be in the sport regardless. So thank you for the support. It means a lot. Thank you.
All right, welcome, man. Appreciate you being on my full broadcast show. You have a good night, man.
You too.
All right, guys. There you had it. Cruz and Joshua giving it, telling you like it is, and they tell you how they feel to be in bare knuckle fighting. I appreciate them being on my show, CNC Management. I also like to thank my sponsors, D&D Baits. You need some baits? Call D&D Baits. They got some baits for you to catch some big fish. And also, I'd like to thank JB Handy Pro Services, LLC. Appreciate your support, sponsoring my show. Thank you for watching a full broadcast show. Have a good night.